Hello, Manchester City fans. Today we have comprehensive coverage of the main news involving our beloved club. If you're the type who never misses a match and loves to stay updated on everything happening at City, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed. Let's dive straight into the most important updates and discussions of the moment. Ready? Let's go. We begin with one of the most talked about topics behind the scenes at Manchester City, the future of Kevin De Bruyne. Our Belgian maestro, who has so often dazzled us with precise passes, decisive goals, and unparalleled vision, is approaching the end of his contract. This raises a series of questions about what's next for him in the club. With recurring injuries this season, limiting his participation to just 7 games so far, doubts arise as to whether we will see another renewal or if KDB could be packing his bags. San Diego FC, a club that is gaining prominence in MLS, seems determined to lure De Bruyne with an annual salary of $15 million. This offer, although lower than the impressive $400,000 per week he currently earns at City, which makes him the highest-paid player in the Premier League, could be seen as an opportunity to end his career in a less demanding environment and with a new life experience. We must not forget that Al Ittihad from Saudi Arabia had already tried to lure De Bruyne during the 2024 summer transfer window. The Saudi League does not hide its ambition to attract top European talents. Reports indicate that at the time, the Belgian midfielder was impressed by the substantial financial offers presented by Saudi clubs, leaving the door open for renewed interest. For a player who has won everything at City, from multiple Premier League titles to international achievements, the idea of a new adventure in a warmer climate with a less demanding schedule may be tempting. However, we know that De Bruyne is not just a player, but a living legend of the club, and many fans believe he should finish his career at the Etihad Stadium. Now, I want to hear from you fans. Considering this whole situation, including his recent injuries and a potential pay cut, do you think it would be better for KDB to move on and seek a new challenge, or would you prefer him to renew and stay with us for a few more years? Share your thoughts in the comments. Has the time come to bid farewell to an era, or is there still more to write in this story? The current season has not been easy for the Citizens, especially after the recent 4-1 defeat to Sporting CP in the Champions League, a result that extended our losing streak to 4 consecutive matches. This streak has raised concerns and questions about the squad's solidity and the impact of missing key players like Rodri. Without the Spanish midfielder, the defense has suffered from vulnerabilities exposed by more aggressive opponents. A performance that drew significant attention in the match against Sporting was Victor Gyökeres, who scored a hat-trick and posed numerous problems for City's defense. But he was not the only standout. Left-back Maxi Araujo also made his mark with a well-executed goal and an impressive defensive performance, marking Sininho with a physicality that impressed even the most critical analysts. Araujo expressed his admiration for Pep Guardiola, in post-match interviews even saying, "I hope so, I hope so. I asked Guardiola for a photo, we talked for a few minutes, and he congratulated me. I'm very happy about that. We talked about the game, nothing more." The sincerity and admiration the player showed for the City coach have sparked speculation about potential interest from Guardiola in bringing him to Manchester in the future. Araujo, who joined Sporting from Toluca, where he frequently played as a winger, has demonstrated his versatility and adaptability by playing as a left-back. His offensive and defensive contributions could make his signing an interesting move for City, which already has options like Josko Gvardiol, Nathan Ake, and Rico Lewis, but always seeks innovation and depth in the squad. Speaking of potential reinforcements, the rumors don't stop there. Pep Guardiola is reportedly interested in 2 specific defenders, Jeremy Frimpong, a familiar face who once played in City's academy and is currently at Bayer Leverkusen, and Sepp van den Berg from Brentford. Frimpong is a fast, attacking right-back who could fill Kyle Walker's spot if he decides to leave. Van den Berg, who has impressed at Brentford following his stint at Liverpool, is described as an aerial monster at 1.93 meters tall, with notable speed for a player in his position. The question now is, are these names enough to restore defensive stability to City, or would it be better to look for more experienced and ambitious alternatives? Leave your thoughts on these potential signings in the comments. Another hot topic among fans is Cole Palmer's departure. The young midfielder, who made his debut and grew up in City's youth ranks, opted for a move to Chelsea last summer. Unlike other exits such as Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling, and Ferran Torres, who struggled at their new clubs, Palmer has become a key figure in Enzo Maresca's setup, proving that the move was worth it for him. İlkay Gündoğan, who recently returned to the Etihad and experienced glorious moments with the City shirt, spoke about what it feels like to leave such a special club. When you leave this place, as I did last year, you start to appreciate it even more. You realize what you had and how incredible that time was. You understand that it is the best club in the world. These words reinforce the idea that leaving City is never an easy decision, but Palmer seems to have found his path at Stamford Bridge. In a recent interview with British GQ, Palmer shared the difficulties of not getting enough minutes on the pitch at City, which weighed on his decision to leave. He mentioned watching other young English players getting opportunities in the Premier League, which was frustrating for him. Despite Guardiola's promises of more game time, Palmer chose to pursue a different path, initially hoping for a loan that turned into a permanent transfer. Now, considering the immediate impact he is having at Chelsea, many are questioning whether City acted too hastily in letting go of a talent who could have further developed in the sky blue shirt. Did we let slip a player with the potential to become a future icon? What do you think, fans? Should City have kept Palmer, or was the sale the best decision given the circumstances? Share your thoughts in the comments. And that's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the updates and analysis about our Manchester City. Your opinion is always welcome and helps enrich the debate, so don't forget to comment and interact. If you like this video, you know what to do. Leave a like, share with other fans, and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving the best City content. Big hugs and see you next time. Greetings, Manchester City fans. Today we have a video packed with important updates about the club we all love. But first, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any City news. Let's dive in. Manchester City is facing a particularly challenging period this season, marked by significant injuries that have impacted the team's performance. In light of this situation, the possibility of seeking reinforcements in the upcoming January transfer window becomes an important topic. Sources close to the club indicate that City will only make moves during the winter market if an opportunity truly worth it arises. Otherwise, the management feels confident in the current squad and will carefully assess their options in the coming weeks. Pep Guardiola, the mastermind who has turned City into a European powerhouse, recently highlighted the importance of the international break for the recovery of key players. Ruben Dias and John Stones, both crucial to the defense, are among those who need this break the most to return to full fitness. This pause is a golden opportunity for the team to catch its breath and address injury problems. However, as City strives to maintain its position in the Premier League and European competitions, the competition is not standing still. Liverpool, under the new leadership of Arne Slot, has been a fierce opponent. The Dutch manager has managed an impressive feat in his debut season, the best start for a manager in Premier League history, with 14 wins in all competitions. This performance harks back to the best moments of the Klopp era, showing that the Reds are ready to challenge City's dominance. And it doesn't stop there. Arsenal, with its young and talented squad, is also in the title race. With only 11 games played in the league, it would be a mistake to underestimate Manchester City's chances of securing another trophy. However, the challenge is significant, especially with the absence of Rodri, a vital piece of the team. The Spanish midfielder, a Ballon d'Or winner, plays an irreplaceable role in both protecting the defense and transitioning to attack. His absence has been felt, and recent results reflect this gap. This brings up an important question. Should City seek a temporary replacement for Rodri or rely on the recovery of its current players and squad? According to Give Me Sport, Manchester City is interested in Martin Zubimendi, a player from Real Sociedad. The midfielder is seen as a possible solution to strengthen the position left by Rodri. Zubimendi has already demonstrated his loyalty to Real Sociedad, having turned down previous offers, including one from Liverpool. However, his release clause of $60 million is a hurdle City might be willing to tackle. Sources close to the club report that Guardiola is planning meetings with the board to discuss the transfer strategy. Nonetheless, Pep does not seem to be pushing for immediate signings, reflecting his calculated approach to market moves. On the other hand, reports suggest that Rodri, who has a strong bond with Guardiola, has mentioned Zubimendi as a potential signing, highlighting his confidence in the Spanish player's abilities. Convincing Zubimendi to leave the club he has defended since childhood is no small task. He recently reaffirmed his commitment to Real Sociedad, which could complicate any negotiation attempt. Still, Manchester City believes that the sporting proposal, combined with the chance to compete at the highest level in major European competitions, could influence the player's decision. Should a signing be made in January, it would raise questions about the effectiveness of City's summer transfer moves. Were they enough to cover all the team's needs? This question remains, and only time will tell if City can overcome these challenges without significant reinforcements. Guardiola, a globally recognized strategist, knows that injuries are part of football, but losing Rodri is undoubtedly one of the most difficult blows he has faced. Rodri's impact goes beyond the pitch. His presence provides stability for both defense and attack. To illustrate Rodri's importance, we need only recall that he has become one of the most influential players in the world, winning the Ballon d'Or, an achievement few defensive midfielders have managed. Compared to other significant injuries Guardiola has dealt with in the past, such as Kevin De Bruyne's and Sergio Aguero's, Rodri's has a special relevance. The absence of a leader in the midfield directly affects how City presses its opponents and controls matches. Since his injury, the team has suffered unexpected defeats, including a run of 4 consecutive losses, something that had not happened since 2006. This run includes a painful result against Sporting CP, which ended 4-1, and another tough loss to Brighton 2-1. Following these setbacks, rumors emerged that Guardiola might leave the club to manage the Brazilian national team. However, the Catalan coach quickly dismissed such speculation, reaffirming his commitment to Manchester City and his mission to restore the team to the top. He emphasized that the international break would be crucial for reorganizing the team and tackling the challenges ahead. But not all the news is gloomy. Rodri, in a recent interview on the program El Partidazo, brought a breath of hope to fans. The player revealed that his recovery is progressing better than expected, mentioning that he is already walking and feeling more confident. Initially, the injury was considered potentially season-ending, but there is now a real possibility that he could return earlier than anticipated, which would be a monumental boost for City in their quest for Premier League and Champions League glory. This return, however, needs to be handled with care. Guardiola, who knows well the importance of preserving his players' health, has already emphasized that Rodri will only return to the field when he is 100% ready. Comparisons have been drawn between Rodri's influence on City and Lionel Messi's influence on Barcelona during Guardiola's golden years at Camp Nou. This analogy reinforces the notion that Rodri is not just a player, but a pillar in Guardiola's system. Speaking of rumors, let's shift focus to a story heating up behind the scenes of European football: Barcelona's interest in Erling Haaland. Joan Laporta, the club's president, has his eyes on the Norwegian striker, who has already been praised by Lionel Messi as a likely future Ballon d'Or winner. According to journalist David Babu, Laporta sees Haaland as the key piece to revitalizing Barcelona's attack. However, Barcelona's hopes clash with Manchester City's plans. The club CEO, Ferran Soriano, has already initiated talks with Haaland to extend his contract until 2029 and remove any release clause, making a transfer extremely difficult. Haaland, who has adapted impressively to City in the Premier League, seems content where he is, enjoying his status as a star in one of the world's best clubs. Barcelona players themselves, such as Pedri and Marc Casado, have expressed their desire to see Haaland in a Blaugrana shirt. They consider him the perfect successor to Robert Lewandowski and a key figure for the club's future. However, given the success and stability Haaland enjoys at City, combined with the financial and competitive strength of the club, it is unlikely that he would want to leave anytime soon. Now, fans, we want to hear from you. With all these updates, what is your opinion? Should City bet on Zubimendi? Will Haaland remain at the Etihad for many more years, or is there a real chance of seeing him at Barcelona? And finally, how do you think Rodri's recovery could impact City's season? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This is your Manchester City news channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated. A big hug, and see you in the next video.